Hello YouTube, PGZ36 here. Yep, I'm back again. And you know what that means. It's time for another top 5. And in this one, we're back with some more ATV Offroad Fury 2. But for this one, we're back for some more races again. And that's because we're doing 5 top... I can't even speak. We're going over 5... I can't say it. I really can't. We're going over 5 amateur Supercross tracks for the list. So basically, I'm bringing all of the amateur Supercross tracks out to give a ranking on 5 of them. So the way I'm going to be doing this is based off of layout and challenge. The layout, it has to be either something simple like a few turns or just long jumps and a few small turns, or it could bring like a bit of a more different twist to it. Like it'll do like a strange curve and you gotta go like these separate jumps or something like that. And for challenge, we're going to be doing this based on how good the skills it does and how much difficulty it can bring. Also the difficulty, because it can really get tough quick on most of these. So let's start off. Let's race. So starting off, number 5 is simple. Greenfield, yeah, I said that right. Basically, as anyone who's played this before knows, it's obviously the first one. The first amateur Supercross track that you go through. And it's very simple. The layout is nice and easy, just very long jumps, and just a few sharp turns too. And the challenge, it can be very simple too. Not so very difficult, but also not so very easy. Or hard, and either. Like, what am I even saying? It's not very hard, and it's not very easy too. One of my favorite things about this is just how simple it is. Like, something that's not so serious, not so easy, just something that gives you a start off. That's honestly the most way, I think, with other starting races. I don't know. I don't know, like I said, this is just me, okay? Just based off of my opinion. Don't judge me, okay? But yeah, Greenfield is nice, very simple, has a total of, like, I think, counting them all together, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 6 or 7 turns, and like 6 long roads you go on. Well, not roads, but jumps that you go across. And they're very different. Some of them have small bumps that you go across, and others have the big jumps that you gotta use a preload on. Honestly, like the big jumps because that's where you get the big air. Trust me, that's a good way to rack up points. But again, you gotta be careful, otherwise you will crash. So, yeah, Greenfield, very easy, not so hard, not so easy, and it comes in number 5. Let's move on. Now on to number 4, which is Amherst, which is actually, believe it or not, the second amateur Supercross track that you race on. I know. First up, you got the Greenfield, and now you got Amherst. But just to let you know, I'm not putting it's all in a straight order. No, they're all completely different, in my opinion. So Amherst takes the second one, and honestly, the layout of this one is really honestly very cool, very tough, because if you're playing on an expert difficulty, the other racers will not take it easy on you. If you wreck or something, they'll just pass you, and you'll just get so far behind that you won't have any chance of getting back. But yeah, you got a very good difficulty, and honestly, just the way it is spread out is pretty cool. First you go start and make a big turn, but you go all the way down to another turn, and then it goes into like 5 or 6 separate turns that you take, which are literally laid in the middle. Well, not in the middle, but the middle part of the turns. They're all on the starting line that you go off of. So that's honestly really cool. And like I said, the challenge can be very difficult very quickly, especially if you're playing on expert. Honestly, even in normal, if you goof around too much, you will mess up and you will not have a good time. But yeah, honestly, I think this is a very good track, though not very much different, I would say, according from me, but like comparing it to other racetracks, but it's still pretty good. Pretty simple, but not really that simple, but it is a much better layout too. Honestly, this is one I really had fun with at going back then. Like, going back to my younger years, I played this a lot, and it was very challenging, because all the jumps and turns, it can really be crazy. But yeah, Amherst is the number 4. So let's get on to number 3. Now we're on to number 3. We got good old Concord at number 3. Yeah, that's the name of the map, or not the map, the track it's called. And this is probably one of the most innovative track designs of the track layouts design I ever seen. Because basically what you do is actually, when you start, you actually start on top of a hill. Well, not like a hill, it's more like a giant ramp that you go off of. But yeah, when you go off of this, you soon turn into a long jump, and then you make another jump, and believe it or not, you actually go through the starting line that you go through. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's the big metal, big metal thing, that's what I'm calling it. Because it's basically metal once you get to the side of it. Just laid on with dirt. So you go through the big metal thing, and then you make 2 more turns with big long jumps around it. And then you finish off by going back up the big metal thing, and then getting across to the same finish line, because the starting line is also the finish line. So that's to me, that's pretty cool for a layout. Having a starting also as a finish, like most racing games would have. Like, I know Mario Kart does that. I know a few other games that have that, but usually with this, you'll have it start somewhere else and then take a different route to go to an exit. But for this, you just start, and then you also finish once you get done too. And the challenge is not really that much hard, except on expert mode, because expert mode with all the racers being fast and stuff, if you're not good with this or haven't played this in a while, like go on expert mode, you will not have fun. Like you will just end up in dead last most of the time. Trust me, I played it on expert before. I know what happens. So yeah, be careful. Just usually play on normal. And honestly, playing this on normal is the best way, because this is again another really fun map that I played back then. This is very innovative, very fun too, and well, pretty much it's not once again not too hard, not too easy either. So yeah, Concord comes in at number 3 on the list. Let's go on to number 2. Now, we are here at number 2. Sausalito! Yeah, Sausalito. Sauce, not sus, okay? Hey, don't get me started on that Among Us meme, because that... I've been hearing that for like months now. But yeah, Sausalito. More like challenge difficulty map. In other words, hard mode map, because I don't know what it is. It probably is just me being bad, because I haven't played this in a while, but Yeah, usually when I play this, I always seem to crash a lot, or basically just like go off the track or something, because the layout of this is very tough. Because when you start, you go into a very short start off, which is instantly go into turns, like one turn here and another one there, and then you go into another turn, which you go past a very long layout track. Where am I getting trap from? I don't know. But yeah, very long jump track, which leads to two other turns into even more longer turns. And honestly, like I said, it can be really tough, especially near the bottom side, where it splits up into like a, well, it doesn't split, it like sharpens really. That's the thing, it has very sharp turns, so if you don't take those quick, you're gonna like fly off or crash. Trust me, again, I've done that many times in the past before. So yeah, but that's what makes it so fun. It's the challenge it brings, especially on expert mode. If you played a lot and try to beat this map on expert, it can really bring out a challenge. Especially on multiplayer when you're playing with friends. You got 4 people playing on this map. You try to beat each other, but also try not to crash out on the track. It can be a really fun time and a really fun challenge. I played it with friends before, and it's really fun. I'm not lying. It really is. It really is fun. So yeah, Sausalito, not an easy track, very difficult track to play on, especially on expert mode. But again, very fun if you play for a challenge and for playing with friends. So, with that, let's get on to number 1. And here we are, folks. We're at number 1, the best amateur supercross track in my opinion, and pretty much the one with the weirdest one in the game. It's actually, I'm not sure if it's called this way or it's just how it's announced. The track name is Lafayette. I'm not sure if I exactly spell that correctly, because that's how it was spelled. Lafayette. Maybe that's wrong. Leave me a link in the description below if that's, no, not a link, a comment in the description below if I'm wrong about that or not, because that's a weird name. But honestly, in my opinion, this is by far the best one out of the amateur supercross tracks. It's basically like Sausalito, or whatever his name is, I forgot already, but much easier and doesn't require the sharp turning, and it's just a much simpler layout as well. It's the first one that's actually at night. I don't know why I'm bringing that in, because I bases this off layout and challenge, but yeah, it's a pretty nice addition. And honestly, the layout is pretty cool. You start off by going into a turn with a bunch of bumps, then you make another turn into one of those short but long jump turns, then you make another turn into two long jump turns, especially one on the other side, which has this huge jump that you gotta preload off of, and you get some insane air, and it goes into another long turn with a big jump, and then it ends with a sharp turn and a jump at the end. That to me is a perfect challenge to the game, a perfect layout, because for some of the others like Sausalito or Concord, if it could bring a little bit of, well, not Concord, like one of the other amateur tracks, it can really have like a lot of sharp turns and stuff, and that could be pretty difficult for some who are new to this and want to try it out and get a few wins off of this. But Sausalito, Lafayette, I'm already forgetting the name too. Is that confusing? But yeah, this map is not one of those. It has basically a similar version of Sausalito of number 2, but a bit more simpler and a lot more fun too. I played this so many times with friends, and honestly, it was a really fun challenge. Making all the turns, going off the jumps, doing a bunch of fun stuff together. This is honestly the one that I would recommend playing with friends if you're wanting to have a good time. Honestly, I also recommend Greenfield and the second one. Not the second one on the list, but the second one after that. But Lafayette, in my opinion, is the one that I played the most, especially during my childhood, because it was a layout that was pretty, like I said, pretty simple, but not too easy. So you really gotta adapt to the layout of the track, because otherwise you'll just crash. You just don't know where you're going, because, well, not know where you're going, because it gives you directions, but, well, not exactly, but yeah, basically it's a very fun, very simple, and a very perfect layout for this track. So Lafayette, my opinion, is number 1 on this list. Definitely recommend checking it out. Lafayette, number 1 on the list. Alright guys, that's it for the list. Man, this is really fun, going into all these tracks and just discovering the layout, challenge, and just the possibilities of this. But yeah, that's it folks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a like on this video. And make sure to give me a comment about what you think about this top 5. And also give me an idea of what video I should make next. Because really guys, I really want an idea from all of you. I really want some creativity you guys could give me. Whether it's reaction, gaming, top 5, or whatever. Reach in and give me a comment on what video I should make. Also, don't forget to share this with friends and family, because if you played this before and is looking for nostalgia, this is one you should check out. Or if you're looking for this as a newcomer and is discovering for the best tracks, this is also one that you could check out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to share, friends and family. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys have fun. And as always, PGZ36, peace out, and have it rated PGZ36. Pizza Gamers.